it's John and Brad again from Screaming Tree Media. We want to welcome you to this free training video. We've got a lot of great information and it's going to be a very short discussion. We want to make sure we give you as much valuable information in a short amount of time so you can take your business to a whole new level. Let's get started. Although online marketing is a mix of different elements like viral video, social marketing, and rankings, right down to conversion, in this video we're going to focus mainly on optimization of your Google Places.
I think we all kind of know now that television, radio, and newspaper, they've all been on the decline. Stats here on the slide show you what we're talking about. It's because everybody has pretty much gone online. It's the new Yellow Pages, it's the new source of everything. We all got web-friendly devices, and it has us all going online to look up our local searches. Here's a little example we just threw together in the Google keyword tool. It's a free tool that allows you to see what rankings or what kind of traffic is available online for different search terms. And if we look at it here, we just did a search of dentists in some of the major cities across Canada. And if you look here, there is over 1,300 people looking for a dentist locally in Toronto. There's over 720 looking for a dentist in Vancouver, and even Winnipeg has over 480 people a month, that's every month, looking for a dentist in there. So it's a kind of an idea. Obviously a dentist doesn't need 1,300 new clients every month, maybe 4 or 5, but you can really see the potential of what online marketing is capable of. Just wanted to share with you some strategies and some examples so you can start to get your phone ringing with really effective online marketing.
Yeah, it really comes down to keywords and how many people are searching for you. You know, once you know all that information, then you know your marketplace and you can start dominating and tap into a sizable portion of those people. So let's look at typical search results so you can start to understand and build your Google Places strategy and know what it's all about. Just for those of you who are new to Google Places altogether, there are basically 3 ways to get to the top of Google. And let's look at what those sections are. So first, you can see in where we've highlighted 1, that's your PPC or your paid advertising. That's where people are paying to be there. And second box down there, you can see that's your Google Places. And third is your organic rankings. So I'll break those down in a little bit more detail now. So let's look at just the PPC or the paid advertising for a minute. You can see that at the very top of the page that's the PPC area or the paid advertisements, like I said. And just a quick note on that, there is a time and a place for this, but as far as your long-term strategy goes, don't be concerned about this because honestly, stats tell us that 85 to 90% of all people searching online avoid clicking on these. They avoid it like the plague. So you really don't want to focus your efforts there. It's just really, to be honest, a waste of your money. So let's move into where it's really important now, which is your Google Places. Basically, you've got the map, and then there's your A, B, C spots which correspond to the map. We'll get into that obviously in a little more detail since that's what we're really trying to focus on here, but I just want to give an overview. And then the last part was the organic rankings. And you can see here that's where you're going to find your websites, articles, press releases, and everything else, blogs that you're going to find. Those are the 3 ways that you can basically be presented on a Google search results page. And obviously Google Places is a pretty important element, and it's one of the main ways that people are going to find you online. If you're in the top 5 spots, you're going to get more than 50% of the business. It's as simple as that. If you're there, your phone's ringing, and if you're not, well, you're missing out on a huge chunk of your marketplace.
Okay, so let's take a look back at the Google Places then. So in our example, the very first one there is a dentist in Toronto. And we'll take a look at what it's all about. So if you click on that link, you'd go into what is considered his Google Places site. And first and foremost, Google is the largest aggregator of information in the world. They actually went out and created a website for every single business. These websites are the Google Places listing, and they are optimized for getting traffic. The first thing you'd have to do is what they call claiming your listing. So your listing is there, and if you haven't done so already, you claim it. So up in the top corner there, you'll see that it's owner verified, which means this owner has claimed his listing. You're also going to see that the company name and its address and phone number are up on the other side as well, and all that kind of stuff. So that's where people are going to see the business name, and they're going to be calling from there. So now that you've claimed your listing, what is the exact strategy you need to dominate Google? because claiming your listing isn't enough. We mentioned the keywords are very, very important. What people are actually searching determines when your listing comes up and how well optimized you are for all of that kind of stuff. So if you don't know what people are searching for and what keywords they're using, don't worry about that too much. Just give us a call. We can actually help you through that as well. We can do extensive keyword research and show you exactly what people are doing when they call you.
All right, so now the next thing you need to do is optimize your place's listing. And once you've got that listing optimized with the right information, the next thing you want to do is create some videos. These videos need to be short, to the point, and when Google sees that you've got video for your business, it looks at that and thinks, you've got authority, and you can also rank these at the top of Google, which we'll look at in a few minutes. But remember that video is becoming really easy to do, and it shouldn't be overlooked. It's not hard, and it's really becoming, one of the more authoritative things that you can do. So, in addition to video, you can do some picture marketing. That's really important as well. It shows that you're not just in one place, but you're all over the web. And again, if you're looking for a bit of help or maybe some hints to move in the right direction, give us a call or send us an email. We'll share some examples. Even if you've got a camera or an iPhone, you can make videos yourself. But, if you need some help, our mission is to really help local businesses take their products and services and really shout them out to the world. So that's what we're trying to do. We want to engage with you. Once you've got your videos and your pictures promoted, the next thing you really got to get going is some great reviews. And let's take a look at some reviews now. Alright, so here you can see 6 reviews, and Google's made it really easy for people to add reviews simply by pushing the red review button there. Now let's be honest, everyone gets a bad review once in a while, but you can combat those reviews with some great information, and also understand how to respond to those reviews. And you can set up a system to get even more. Even if you get a bad review, if you've got 20 good ones, that offset, there's no issue there. You don't have to worry about that bad review. It's such a small percentage. But, when you've only got 2 reviews, for example, and one is bad, now you've got a problem. Now you're at 50%. So you got to get, the most positive reviews you can get and the many as you can get, better off you're going to be, obviously. And even if you're in the D spot of the map and you've got 4.5 star rating, well, you get way more business than the guy who, even if he's in the A spot, but he only has 2 stars. So reviews are really that's a really important element of your Google Places.
No, that's absolutely correct, Brad. Once you've got that review thing figured out, you've got a strategy in place where you're getting those, and you're ongoing in getting those. The next thing you want to start talking about or thinking about is local directory promotion. This kind of means that it's also another place that you need to claim your listing. There are sites out there like Yelp, CitySearch, Info USA, Info Canada, places like that all keep aggregate data on your business as well. And you need to claim those listings, you need to optimize those listings, you need to link those listings back to your Google Places as well, because Google crawls all of those sources. If you don't know those websites, and the list can literally be in the hundreds that you really want to eventually get around to optimizing properly. But if you don't know the list of those, again, give us a call. We can help you through that as well. That's a very important step. Once we've got that under wraps, the next thing you need to start talking about is off-page optimization. And off-page optimization is basically the major player in that, of course, is your website. Your website is really important in Google Places rankings now. It's the way they blend the listings, the way they pull information from your website to make that listing, how well your website is optimized, and how well it is listing and ranking in Google. So basically, off-site optimization or off-page optimization includes things like backlinking, which is how many other sites are linking to your sites, and the authority that those sites have as well. We can give you a formula to show you exactly how the correlation between your website's ranking and your Google Places listing performance is as well, because you want to be on page 1 of Google, and there is only 7 spots in the Google Places, so it's all tied together, and that's something that we do very, very well. The last thing you want to be thinking about after you've got the off-page optimization working for you is the on-page optimization as well. So remember the keyword research that we started off with. Well, those keywords have to be on your website for sure. And it's how everything actually ties together. It's how all these elements pull together that determine how well you rank on Google Places and how well you rank above your competitors and how many more calls that you get.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, let's, here, next slide here, we'll just show you a couple examples of companies who have used this strategy and see what it actually means. So let's look at an example of a search result that doesn't even have a map. Just so you can see how much of an impact the things we're talking about with off-page optimization can have. In this example, in the first column, you can see here, this company, they're found in 5 different spots on page 1. I mean, they don't even have the map, and there they are 5 times. That's great. Here's another example in the second column where there is a map, and they're 6 times on the page 1. A person would have to work really hard not to land on this company while searching. You can see how important and effective this strategy can be to your local business. Now you've got a good search engine optimization. You need to understand that there is a difference between just getting the traffic and conversion of that traffic. That's a whole different psychology of understanding how to rank versus how to convert. There's totally another area that Screaming Tree Media can help you with. When we say that, hey, we hear people, hey, I'm on number 2 spot, but I'm not getting any business. Well, that's what we help you with. That's what we call the conversion.
Yeah, there's lots of elements involved in proper internet marketing and steps to build your successful online presence. And every one of them feeds into each other as well. So you can see on the chart here that there's the kinds of stuff that all pull together, not only for your Google Places ranking, but for your whole online presence. That determines how effective you are and how ahead of your competition you are, and how much money you're making for your business, how many new customers, how many new leads, and that whole conversion of people that see your website and not click away, but see your website and make a phone call or take an action and opt into a list or do something where you're going to capture them, and going forward you're going to be the company that they choose. So basically, that kind of wraps up what we're talking about. You can kind of see how it all pulls together. There's a lot of information given in this video. You can kind of get a whole overview of what good, effective Google Places optimization is and how it ties into an overall effective strategy. Feel free to give us a call and let us show you the other great resources and training that we've got available. We've got a lot of great strategies for you, and including things like reputation management as well, which is a whole new coming field in the internet as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We're really excited about helping you, and sure that you have any more questions, don't hesitate to email us. I'll spend some time with you, start going over your strategy and how to dominate the marketplace and have your phone ringing like never before.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care.